You're born under the blazing Egyptian sun, in a village where the Nile is life and death is everywhere else. Your hands are small and soft, not the hands of a builder or farmer. But make no mistake, your fate is already sealed. You lucky soul are destined to be a scribe. The family celebrates. You're the golden child, right? He's going to write for the king, for the gods. But no one tells you the truth. In ancient Egypt, being a scribe is a nightmare written in ink. Your school days start early. If you can read, you're powerful. If you can write, you're a magician. But there is no magic in your first years. You copy texts until your fingers blister. Your teacher, a priest with a stick, walks behind you, ready to smack your knuckles if you smudge the papyrus. Your friends wait. What friends? They're out chasing birds? You're in a dusty room, inhaling incense and ink. The script's curves are torture. Again, the teacher shouts, "Gods, your back aches." By age 12, you're hunched over like an old man. Your eyesight is shot and headaches are your daily bread. Lunch. Dried bread and onions. If the overseer is generous. If you make one mistake, the tablet gets smashed. Points for drama, right? But one mistake means hours of extra copying. You learn to hold back tears. Scribes are supposed to be stoic. When you finally graduate, they send you to the palace. Glory, not quite. The palace is chaos. Merchants screaming about taxes. Priests arguing about temple grain. Soldiers wanting their pay. And who fixes every mistake? You, because everyone assumes that if there's a problem, the scribe must have screwed up. Spoiler, even if it's not your fault, it's your punishment. You see things you can never repeat. You know who's skimming from temple donations? You see which noble's wife slips away when the pharaoh's not looking? The more secrets you write, the more dangerous your job becomes. As up hand, your head might roll, not just your papyrus scroll. Remember that golden child talk? Hilarious. Scribes aren't royalty. You're paid in food, sometimes cloth. When your hands begin to shake from arthritis at 30, you're replaced by a sharper, hungrier kid. Old scribes don't join the afterlife with gold and glory. They just fade away. Their bones buried with the scraps of forgotten stories. You thought learning to write made you powerful? But you're chained by ink to the whims of everyone richer, meaner, or more paranoid than you. Want to run away? The soldiers know your name. Want to speak your mind? The walls have ears, and so does the high priest. So next time someone calls ancient Egypt the land of magic and mystery, remember the real magic was surviving another day as a scribe. Trust me, you don't want this job. But if you liked this peek behind the scroll, hit like, subscribe, and drop which ancient career you'd survive in, or get buried with. If you want the real ancient world, not the fairy tale, smash that bell for more. Who knows whose nightmare we'll write about next?